everybody, and afternoon, and everything. How's everyone doing on this glorious taco afternoon? Friday evening afternoon. Oh, the music's still going? Okay. Well, let me just take a bite of this potato salad. Walmart loaded potato salad with extra cheese, smoky paprika, and slap your mama Cajun seasoning. You like music, right? Yes. So, um, yeah. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh, I choked myself. So, if you, if everybody wanted to know, wait, what? Oh, I accidentally, forgive me, but I just created the ultimate stupidity on my part that I just accidentally closed down chat. You know, I don't get a lot of viewers whenever I stream on the computer, but whenever I stream on my phone, I get lots of viewers and people participating in chat. Is YouTube pushing mobile streaming more than desktop streaming? And then what's odd is I can have, like, at any given point a couple hundred viewers on my live stream on the mobile thing, and then whenever I get done live streaming in the video process, it says I have one view. Where's all those viewers gone? So whenever I did that try video live yesterday, I had 65 plus at one point, and it stayed at 0 for the longest time, and now it's saying that I have 47. Is YouTube taking views or something? That's my question. But anyways, we are not going to probably play any video games in this live stream, but let me bring the chat window over here so I can see it. Yeah, I was just going to eat a snack and show you what I use to make my intros and what I do to edit videos when I'm not editing it on my phone. Give me a moment. I use Microsoft Clipchamp, and this whole interface needs to be dark mode too, but the interesting part about this is you can also load it up on a web browser and use it. So this is purely internet-based web browsing, I come to find out. And everything that you upload locally goes into like this thingy. You gotta upload the videos into their service in order to edit. So if you have a really bad internet connection or something, this whole process is not great. You gotta have really good internet and a fast computer to use this, right? Some of these budget laptops that they're selling can't use this program. So, and you can try. Oh, I went back to the tacos again. I do not have it installed on this computer, but you can try DaVinci Resolve, which also requires a pretty good computer. And Microsoft, honestly, don't support this program anymore. Let me find it. Yeah, they don't support this program anymore. You can't download it from Microsoft. You have to download it from the Internet Archive. And compatibility is very weird. Sometimes it will work right, and sometimes it will not work correctly. Yeah, I don't get it. But if you're like doing a very short video that's under 5 minutes, I don't think you're going to have a problem. But if you're doing something that's 10 plus minutes long, you're going to have problems. And you can try to run it in compatibility layers and everything else, but it still seems to sometimes mess up once you get a very long video going. Don't get me wrong, this was a really good utility back in the day. I mean, people used it on XP, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, and the early versions of Windows 10 ran fine, right? But, yeah. So this is Movie Maker version 2012. So, what's a person to do if they don't have a really high performance computer, but they still want to edit video? Try CapCut for the PC, which I haven't tried, but I do know CapCut is owned by ByteDance, which owns TikTok. Which I don't agree with a couple things of their new terms and service, which I use it on my phone sometimes. Which I don't agree with. How can you have community guidelines on a video editor? You're not posting it to CapCut itself because CapCut's a video editor. So they just upgraded their terms and services on CapCut and they included community guidelines stuff. I would think that you would be breaking community guidelines if you uploaded it to, if it's something really bad that's not allowed, so you'll be breaking community guidelines of the site you uploaded it to. Say like if it's something really, really bad that breaks the rules, well, it would be up to you breaking the community guidelines of the site that you uploaded the video to, right? Not just using it as an editor, because CapCut is a editor. Yeah, theoretically you have to log in with TikTok to get some features, but sometimes you don't even have to do that either. So yeah, I don't get it. Community guidelines on a video editor. What's up with that? I got some Spindrift here. I love this stuff. When I tried it for video, it kind of had an alcoholic taste, but then it started to become really delicious. So wait for that video. That video was stressful to make, to be honest with you. But no more potato salad. It does work on Windows 11, 64-bit, but like I said, and I noticed whenever I was rendering something, it was only using 2 cores. My other cores on my 20-core CPU were not really used. It's only two cores were being hammered. I do know that there was quad-core processors out when this program was still there, but I guess it was only designed to use 2 cores. I do not know. Excuse me. But yeah, this is what I use. So I come over here and I create the thingies, and then I'm like, what do I want to add, right? What do I want to add to this, right? Well, I can come over here and I can click this, and I'm like, we're definitely going to do speech to text. But I think we're going to come over here and do some video. We could do, And there is a lot of stuff that you can unlock by having Office 365, and a lot of other stuff is free, but they do also have an upgrade feature. That if you would have the Office 365, that you would get all the premium features, but apparently, no. You get some features by being an Office 365 member, that may be a little bit, I don't know, what's the difference between the free tier and the Office 365 tier? Because I remember when I first started using this that you had to have Office 365. But now people can use it that doesn't have Office 365. But you get a lot of extra stuff for the premium features and stuff, but I don't know. It's not needed in my opinion. But you can just add a bunch of this. I'm going to, I'm going to turn off this. I'm going to do, and we could look and see what stuff that they have for Pride. Ooh. This is cool. It's like abstract. That's different. And then you have like the flag, which is which is like non of the inclusive flags. I don't know why these two are not working, but these other ones are working. Have the flag. Once again, it's not really the inclusive flag, but oh well. So, we can make a Pride video, or a Pride intro. Some of these don't want to work. But, we also can, I don't know why some of those ain't working. That's bizarre to me. We could also come back over here and click off of videos and see what they have for Pride. Images. Got all the different flags. There's the inclusive flag. But there's also a new inclusive flag that also includes this in the center right here. So, and then we have wedding stuff. Okay then. Stickers. Ooh, what is this? It's like a still background. Oh my. I like that. Ooh. Abstracty. Ooh. Sayings. So basically, I use this program a lot. I can just imagine, like, excuse me. Like, I can use one of these background images, say like, I don't know, I come over here and use this, right? Not saying this is going to be it, but I can. And then I could come over here to media, and I'm going to import media. It's going to go to my videos for some reason. I need my downloads folder, and I can just add like this stuff to it, the tacos. But I can also come over here. Where is it? And add my unicorn. And then I can come over here and put the unicorn as an overlay like this. Ta-da! And then I can add text. Like I like to come over here. You can use the pride text, which you can come over here and I'll show you. Not saying this is going to be my intro, but I'm showing you how I can build one. And just use this for an example, and I can come over here and edit the thing, and I like to come over here to, let me find it. I'm having a hard time reading this. Microsoft Pride. I love that font. This is like my font. This is my font. And just saying I can come over here and I can come over here to speech to text. Excuse me, why are you going all the way over there? And I could just do this. And then I can preview. Let me turn up the volume a little bit.
Happy Pride.
There's the voice I used. My other voice that I normally use for my channel, Microsoft got rid of that voice. So, yeah.
Happy Pride from Angel. Lots of hugs.
I'm having a hard time reading my screen.
This program is very cool and I do hope you enjoying this live stream. I love you all. Yay on 1,404 subs. Thank you all so much. You all are the greatest.
My new AI voice and the voice of that little unicorn. I'm addicted to this Spindrift stuff. This stuff is good. Of course, though, I love these sparkling waters. Sparkling waters is good. But this has juice in it, and this does not necessarily have 0 calories. This has 15, because it's got juice in it. Sparkling water is my favorite. Thanks to my mommy. She's the one that actually got me started on sparkling water. So amazing, so amazing. But, and I can also come over here and I can add some stickers. We like stickers. We gotta have stickers. So many different stickers. We can come over here and we can have this sticker. To show our support for trans people. Ooh. Well, I don't know what the sunglasses would do, but we can also come over here and come over here with my favorite thing to use. Ta-da! Yeah, apparently I did not, let's just make this like this at the backgrounds. So, but this is how I am going to construct. This is not the full-on intro, but this is how I can make an intro, and I wanted to share it with everybody. Yeah. Most of the time, I would have some black near this so I can put some fades and things, so I can do fade in, and then I can do some fade outs. Yeah, that didn't work. So I'm gonna have to do the background a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, so this needs to fade in and fade out. Okay, let's see about that. Okay, there we go. So we can also just highlight all of this. And, well, I thought we could at one point highlight all of it and apply the fade, but apparently now you gotta do it each and every one by itself. Well, this is a new update that wasn't very good, Microsoft. Used to, I could be able to highlight it and add the effects to it, like the fade in and fade out and things like that, but apparently they got rid of that in that latest update. Don't you like how they update stuff and they get rid of some useful features and stuff? I also had caffeine today, by the way. So yeah, I mean, and I could just add music. And where do I get the music from? Not only do I get the music, but I can have someone make me the music too. I know someone who's very talented at backgrounds and music that they can make me something for my intros. But usually what I do is, let me come over here to my other screen. I gotta turn off the chat really quick to show you. You come over here to the YouTube Studio, and there's a sidebar, and then it's got the audio library. And then what you can do is, you can, like, view songs, right? You remember this song? Yeah. And then once you found the song, you can come over here and click the downloads button. Now, if the song has created, if the license has CC over here, not the YouTube, but the CC, what you can do is view details, and it'll pop up a box like this, and then you can copy it and put it into your description. So yeah, that's what I do there. So basically, and I can, whoa, wahaha. The computer did something really silly. So basically what I could do is, we don't have the voice right now because I did something else with the voice. We could come over here and I think I have a song. I think that one's Creative Commons. We got Celtic music. Here we go. You can take this song. It's got to upload. Upload it, and I could take it and place it somewhere here, and then I could cut that right there. We could cut it like this, split. I will delete, as you can see, I left a little bit out because I'm going to fade it out. And then this will be like the intro, and I'm watching. I'll make it full screen, and we will play it here. How's that? That's how you can create a very quick intro. And so, I can't wait to show you guys the finished product on my new videos. Just for the month of June, we're going to have some really cool stuff. It's going to be different than this, but it's going to be cool. So I wanted to show you how quick and easy it could be to make an intro for your videos using this program. Now you're probably like, Angel, what about UCut? How do you make intros with UCut? UCut gives you so much stuff, but I do recommend with UCut though that you paying a yearly subscription fee, because there's a lot more hidden stuff that's locked behind a paywall that really limits that program. And it's really cheap. It's really cheap, and it's a powerful video editor. I've been using it for years now, and I really honestly think that like $6 a year is really great if you come to think about it. And then they plus keep adding a bunch of new features, which is also behind the paywall if you don't have the pro version. But what's really cool is you can you can install it to new devices. As soon as you open it, it will automatically say that you're a pro member. It will automatically recognize it through your Google Play account, and you don't have to do anything special. You get a new phone, you install it, and it automatically picks up your subscription. Sometimes you may have to click on restore subscription, but generally I have not had to do that except for one time after an update. But that was after an app update. So, that's how that goes too. But it's very easy. And I could make a video showing how to make an intro. But sometimes UCut, they don't give you a lot of 16:9 content for 16:9 videos. A lot of their extra stuff is definitely for the short type of videos, like YouTube Shorts, which now you can do a 3-minute video on Shorts now, and or TikTok, which gives you 10 minutes video in the vertical portrait mode. So a lot of their content is in portrait mode, but they do have some 16:9 content or 16:10 content. Excuse me, can we please, why the 16:10? Why 16:10 resolution, UCut? 16:9 fits most widescreen displays. 16:10 fits a lot of business laptops and stuff, which, do they even have 16:10 displays anymore? Maybe they still do. And then they also got 4:3 stuff. I guess you can use the 4:3 stuff to give it that retro hug and feel, but if I wanted to give everybody a retro hug and feel, which I'm going to, I have a JVC camcorder that looks like it records to Hi8 tape or something. But it records to a hard drive, but it records to Hi8 tape quality to the hard drive. explained that in a weird video format that has interlacing, and you got to find a program that de-interlaces, and this program can't do that very well. So it's like it's analog video recorded in a digital format, and JVC's format is stupid and archaic, and it was for its day, and it's still stupid and archaic because not a lot of programs support that format anymore. But with that being said, yeah, and a lot of my intros, I did make with UCut, and I had to do a lot of positioning and stretching and cropping to make it 16:9, and there's a lot of my try videos that are on Instagram where I made the intros in UCut, straight up. And I use music from the YouTube audio library. But really, to be honest, I don't really use intros for short video content. I don't use it much on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts because I just put the content right there forward without anything. And I think that's the best for my short video contents, at least. But I like to have intros on my higher resolution 16:9 aspect videos. So I hope that answers the question on how I make my intros. I really, really do. And, you know, like that. Also, if you guys know that my other YouTube channel, which I'm going to rename because I don't have 3 channels anymore, and I had 3 channels whenever I made that YouTube channel. Hang on.
You are watching.
Yeah, so this channel right here, which is what I have for weather, Beautiful Angel Blossom Channel 3, I'm probably just going to rename it to Beautiful Angel Blossoms WX, since I no longer have 3 channels. And
Beautiful Angel Blossom Channel 3. A weather video by Angel.
And yes, I made all of this in that program that you just seen. I just added the hard effect from with CapCut, but because it's something new that they just added. So, and I edited this whole video in CapCut. So yeah. And this is a storm that moved through today. Yeah, very crazy, isn't it? The overlays on CapCut is not as straightforward as UCut. UCut says PNP, which makes things so much easier. You have to search for the button that says overlay, and then sometimes CapCut will put another video in the overlay that you do not want, and you gotta go. CapCut just makes it incredibly difficult sometimes to do overlays, where UCut is straightforward, to the point. What video do you want to be on the overlay of the main video? I'm testing out CapCut, right? Because I want to be able to recognize and tell people another video editor that people can use, right? But also it will shove some ads and also the pro stuff down your throat, and it will keep trying to add pro features in order to get you to do pro. And I will not give in to their incredibly ludicrous prices that they want for their video editor. It's not worth it. And they want some lunatic prices for their yearly subscriptions, and their video editor is just not worth it. UCut, for the price that they charge for a yearly fee, is so worth it. It's so affordable, and it's so powerful. So I'm trying to see what the free version of CapCut's like, and so far it's okay, but unfortunately there's one side effect to it. It's owned by ByteDance, and a lot of people may not want to use products that's from ByteDance since they own TikTok. So there's that, and if they do another TikTok ban, that would also include ByteDance. And if you do not have uh, yeah, all of ByteDance's products, right? So if you do not have CapCut installed on your device, then you will never be able to download it unless you sideload it from a APK site that is from a different country. Which there's plenty out there, but you may not get routine updates, which may be a good thing, to be honest with you. Because there's some things I do not agree with in their latest rounds of terms and services. I think it's kind of stupid for a video editor to have community guideline standards that you're not posting it to any site that is called CapCut. You're just editing the video, saving it to your phone, and posting it to the sites that you want to post it to. But nonetheless, I've been testing it, and it has a lot of useful features, and they put a lot of stuff behind the pro wall. To be honest, a lot of stuff is behind the pro wall, but it's easy to figure out that the stuff that does not have the blue diamond you can use as the free stuff. So, and to be honest, it works really great on my slow tablet. I mean, somewhat great. I edited a video on it, and it seemed to got through it. It took it forever, and editing was tedious, but it happened. So I'm trying to think on whether it would work on slow computers or not, and people with slow internet. But I have no way of testing the slow internet theory, so um, I don't know whether it edits a video locally or it uploads it to Clipchamp does. I know YouCut, the videos stay locally on your device. Unfortunately, they have not brought YouCut over to Windows like everybody's been asking them to do. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't have CapCut installed on my computer yet. I might do that on a couple computers and see how that's like, but we'll see. But I honestly believe that we need a video editor on Windows for older devices and or budget computers that could edit video, right? I mean, video editing should be anybody can do it. And yes, if you have a slower computer, your render times would be a long time, but you still would be able to render the video. And there's none of this stuff on having to upload your content to a temporary folder just for editing. Your video editor should access everything on your cloud, not cloud, everything on your device locally. That would ease a lot of problems, right? So, and with that being said, I honestly believe that there needs to be a free video editor that can work on slower computers and that also keeps the files locally. Their way, people can edit it and there's less problems. So, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because Windows Live Movie Maker was the perfect solution for all that. Because back in the day, I edited on computers that would literally take 4 or 5 hours to render a 10-minute video. But yet, everything was stored locally. It did have to process the files, but it was still locally on your computer. and it just worked. Yeah, there were some features that didn't work well, like speeding up, like if you were doing a time elapse or something. But once you rendered it, it was fine. The preview was kind of not fine, but it was still okay. And I used it on not so high-end hardware. I've also used it on high-end hardware, and I thought Windows Live Movie Maker on high-end hardware at the time still wasn't the fastest program out there, but the fact that it worked on every computer that I threw at it, even though the render times was long and you did not want to do 1080p, you wanted to do 720p if you had it a slower computer, because 1080p would probably set fire to the computer over time. Saying, but it would probably take you all day to render a video in 1080p on a slow computer with Windows Live Movie Maker. 720p, it was quicker. You had to know your limitations to the computer that you were using, but it still worked. And now in 2025, you have the Clipchamp, which uploads everything to a temporary drive. So now you have your internet speeds, and then you have to rely on your internet speeds for the whole edit process. And then if your computer's not fast enough and your internet's not fast enough, yeah, I don't recommend Clipchamp for people who do not have fast computers or fast internet access. So what is there? Well, you need fast computer for DaVinci's Resolve. And there's a lot of programs out there that claim to be free, but are not free. Yeah, you can edit your video for free, but as soon as you hit that export button, nope, guess what? A paywall pops up. And there's other programs that you can render the video in very low quality for free. What good is that? And we're talking you can render the video in 360p. If you want anything over 360p, you're going to have to pay for it. Again, what's the point? If you can't do 480 or 720, then 360p, your videos are going to look worse. You're going to record them in a high definition, and then you're going to render them in 16:9 360p, completely destroying the quality. You might as well not have your program free at all. And there's 2 of them on the Windows Marketplace that do that, by the way. Or some of them will just have like watermarks on the video. Power Director on Android does that. Unfortunately, I have my own fair share of complaints with Power Director on Android. Crashing. Or you go to render something and it just sits there. It's like, what am I doing again? Oh, you're trying to render a video. Sorry, I don't know what you're doing. And then you have to at least try 5 times the render. I left a review and they're like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you didn't understand my review, did you? And you didn't understand the other people that are saying the same things. And then somehow Google deletes our reviews, saying it wasn't helpful enough. Yeah, because Power Director decided that they're going to remove some negative comments that they have a bug in their render process. I have a really good phone with a lot of RAM, a multiple core CPU. Yeah. Anyways, with that being said, I don't understand. I did get a few videos to render. It left watermarks, and I think the video quality was a little bit worse than the original. Even though it was in high definition, I still think the video quality was a little bit poorer. I think I have a video on this channel where I use Power Director. And it was not a pleasurable experience. Let's see here. Where is that video?
You're watching Beautiful Angel Blossom channel.
Here it is. And you can see, I will show you really quick, that it... Whoa, I put the taco one up, didn't I? Alright, here we go.
3.
It leaves the big old power director
video
in the
by
corner.
Angel. Video starts now.
And the overlay process was stupid in this editor too. But yeah, I mean, the quality of this video is... What is this? Yeah, it's in 720p 60, and it was supposed to be in 1080p 60. But guess what? I couldn't get it to render in 1080p 60. No matter how much I tried to render it in 1080p 60, then I thought it finally went, but I guess it's in 720p, so regardless. Yeah, the quality... That truck was red, by the way. That truck was red, and the video editor made it orange. I don't know why Power Director was overly saturating the video, but that truck was red. So it did something to the video. And then there's whatever happened here. I think I might have blamed it on my phone, but... Yeah. I don't get it. And this video... I edited this... No, wait. Where's the one that I edited on my tablet? I clicked the wrong video. Sorry about that. Oh, you can't see it anyways. Haha. This one I edited on my tablet.
Red. Well,
And I use CapCut to edit this one on my tablet.
welcome to Beautiful Angel Blossom, magical YouTube channel. Random girl. Whole lots of fun. From tech to food videos to video games. Right here, right now. With Angel.
Of course, so it's in a weird aspect ratio because my tablet's not exactly 16:9.
So hello everybody.
And then I used X Recorder something, which is owned by the same company as UCut to record this, a screen recorder, so you can play a video in order to get pro features. So I did the sound changer, but I edited this video on my tablet. But the problem of it is, I had problems editing it, so I didn't edit I didn't edit anything in this video. I just added the effects to the intro, and that was it. Because my tablet was complaining about stuff. And it literally took, what is this, a 20-minute video I edited on a tablet. Not a wise idea if you have a slow device using CapCut to edit anything that is very long. Because it was like over an hour plus to render this, and it's in 1080p. I should have did 720p, but no.
It's Angel here with a funky cartoon voice for all of you trying out a new feature of the screen recorder software.
Yeah, actually, it was a new feature of the screen recorder, but it's a pro features. But you can unlock it by watching a 2-second ad Really, the ad went by in 2 seconds, and then it said claim reward, and I'm like, okay. Thanks for not making me sit and wait 30 seconds for an ad. But that's a whole nother program that I'm not going to get to in this live stream. This is just about talking about video editors and stuff. And I thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to have to get ready sometime and cook dinner. I'm making the old nachos, taco nachos. So, yeah, speaking of tacos, have yourself some tacos. I will see you later on. Bye-bye for now. Lots of hugs and kisses. Be kind to each other. I love you so much.